Pow-Wow is a Hawaii art movement that seems to be getting bigger every year, bringing artists from all over the world. The impact and the buzz continues to grow. Growing up around the New York music scene, electronic artist J-Pat from the Knox roamed around Lana Lane Studios this past week to help kids participating in the Pow-Wow School of Music.
I didn't really know what I was in for, you know what I mean? I didn't know what to expect. I kind of just thought I would come down and maybe play a couple gigs and that was it. But the opportunity to be able to pass the knowledge on to other people is really sick. Even though I feel like I don't know everything yet, it's kind of a really good feeling, uplifting to know that I'm going to be helping out kids that are trying to do what I'm doing, you know?
It wasn't always an easy road in music for J-Pat, and he wants the kids to learn early on that there will be hard times that will test them and their love for music.
From the School of Music, I hope that, they get inspiration and hope, I guess, because it's kind of hard doing this. I mean, not hard, but it's definitely not easy. It takes some dedication. I mean, yeah, you can do it as a hobby, but if you want to do it as a career, it's definitely something you have to really, really love. It's not as black and white as having a 9-to-5 and getting a paycheck every week.
J-Pat says that events like Pow-Wow gives kids an opportunity to cultivate creativity while teaching them the logistics of how to handle themselves with the business aspects of the industry.
Can't wait for that, man. I heard they were making their own original pieces, and I kind of wanted to start off the session with hearing what their take on music, what they where they're coming from. But I think it's really important for kids to have someone that's there to tell them if they're doing the wrong thing, or I mean, not that you could be doing the wrong thing as far as creative wise, there's no such thing as the wrong thing, obviously, but more where after you're done with the creative process, there's a whole other world out there.
Artist Buff Monster is happy to be back home to paint, but admits that being able to eat local food is what he has missed the most.
I'm here to paint. I'm not here to go to the beach or whatever. The big thing for me about coming back to Hawaii, separate from painting, of course, is just the food. I mean, I love getting to eat the food that I grew up on that I can't get anywhere else.
Like what?
Oh man, there's so much good stuff. Let's see, wonton min. What else? Musubis, some of the fruit, is really awesome.
Born and raised in Hawaii, artist Buff Monster says returning back home has opened his eyes about our art scene here in Hawaii.
I think Hawaii's changed a lot since I've been gone, and I've changed a lot. So it's nice that we can be back together, doing something.
Art has allowed him to travel the world, and he knows firsthand how important it is to have artists like himself to be part of the process of urban renewal.
Well, it's nice that there's finally, some people in Hawaii that are, that want to do something like this, that have the means and the resources to make this happen and get all these artists in here, because nothing like this has ever happened before in, Kakaako. It's like urban renewal 101 to get artists in, I know that there's been corporations and stuff coming into this neighborhood, and real estate developers and stuff, but it really takes the artists painting walls to change things. It's key to get local artists involved, and for me it's really awesome. There's a couple guys painting that I looked up to when I was a kid, so it's awesome that they're here and they're part of it. I get to hang out with them. Yeah.
So when you walk around Kakaako, you'll see different visions that represent the different artists that participated this year. But it also reminds us of how unique our world can be when people come together to collaborate.
If I could be the one to help a kid not sign away his life to a really terrible deal, or sign on with a bad manager, or make the wrong career choices, then yeah, that's awesome.
There's so many different artists here that have different visuals and a different message and different thing they want to portray with their art. Really nice that Hawaii can have some relevant working international artists come here. I think people should leave here with a different experience, and some stuff's going to resonate with some people differently.